This is the 2020 Volvo XC40. I'm Josh Smith with GuidingMobile.com. I want to show you the interior of this cool little crossover. Right off the bat, you're going to notice that the floor is lava, or well, actually it's orange. There's orange throughout the cabin. It comes up from the floor to the center console. It's kind of a carpet-like material, but it is softer to touch than it may look based on the texture. Carries over to the floor mat and then all along the door on both sides. So I'm going to swivel over and show you this door. So here you see we have that orange that comes through. We have this cool accent on the door, Harman Kardon sound on the interior of this. The orange carries over to the back where we have matching orange, and then we have a comfortable and decently spacious back seat for the size of this vehicle. You can fit 2 adults in the back without too much problem, although on a longer road trip it may be a little bit cramped. The seats are very soft and comfortable. We have a little flag on the side, which is a Volvo hallmark, and then we have this beautiful panoramic moonroof that gives us a great view. It really opens up the cabin, especially that back seat. And if we take a step inside the vehicle here, we can start to see some of that same design element carry through. A little bit of a lip there, but you can't really put anything there. There is your glove box. There are storage cubbies along the side. Wireless charging tray. We have 2 USB ports, a 12 volt, 2 cup holders. I'm not a huge fan of the cup holder style here. One is lower than the other, and if you have something tall in here, it kind of jostles around a little bit. There is a small spot right here where you can throw some stuff away so you don't have trash in your car, and then you can actually pull this whole thing out if you want to dump that out. And then there's some storage down in here where in 2020 you keep your mask and a hand sanitizer. Now the seats have some cool features, so you can move this front edge forward. So as you can see here, I'm moving this forward and backward, and that allows me to get a better area for where the edge of my leg will sit. Very comfortable. So the driver's seat has the same thing, so we get that waterfall, but then, oh look, there's another little thing right here. So there's a little cubby where you can stash a few things as the driver, whether you want to stow a phone or a wallet in there when you're going to go out for a walk and you want it kind of hidden. That's there. Down in the door panel, we have a spot for a water bottle, as well as other miscellaneous storage. On the back seat, we have some door storage. I have my off in here. We have little areas to store a few items, and then if we get in the back, you can see here is me in the back seat with the seat in front of me in the driving position, so plenty of room. 2 vents back here, and then we also have a power point, which is USB-C, so you're going to be able to plug in and charge up from back here. Some behind the seat storage on both sides. You have a center area right here, so pull that down, and now you have cup holders and a little armrest. So a decently spacious back seat, and as we glance up, you can see out into the world. Decent sized windows and pretty comfortable back here. While they don't get in the way too much of view, you can put a While they don't get in the way of the view too much, you can push a button up here and fold the headrest down with a tap of the button to open up your view just a little bit. Storage options are really nice in the XC40. So we have our panel right here. You can lift this up, fold it back, and create a sectioned off area, which is handy for keeping groceries. You can also store all the random things that you keep in your car, jumper cables, blankets, a safety kit, whatever, underneath this, and then you don't have to worry about it floating around or being in the way while you're driving. There's also this handy strap right here. You can use this to secure things to the side. Little cubby over here, you can probably fit maybe a small gallon of milk or something over there. 12 volt power point in case you need to connect something back here while you're inflating something or anything like that. We can fold these seats down. This package shelf does come out. It is a hard package shelf, so if you need a little bit more storage space, you'll want to take that out before you go somewhere. I really like this whole setup. It works out really nice. And then down below is our spare tire. So you have a decent amount of cargo room in the back of this small SUV, and they do a really good job of making all the room that you do have very usable. The interior is quite nice. Everything is very usable. I am a fan of the infotainment system here, where while you're using CarPlay or Android Auto on the bottom section, you can still access different parts of the car on the top section. There are some physical buttons that you can use. There's wireless charger, a couple USB ports, a power point, And then you have your shifter right there in the center. Over on the steering wheel, you can see on the left side here, there are some interesting buttons, and that's because there is an option that you can turn on, which is basically a driver assist, so it's more than radar cruise control, which keeps you in line with traffic. This will actually keep you in your lane and around curves. It's not a self-drive mode. You do need to keep your hands on the wheel, but it is very handy. And then you can see our digital instrument cluster there, where you get a map as well as other important information. Another handy feature is the ability to park in and park out. So this has self-park and self-on park, which is really handy. And then it also picks up roadside information. You can tap on the camera button there, and we can get a rear view, or we can get a 360 view to see what's around us. This way we're able to easily get in and out of tougher positions. The screen is very bright, very easy to see, and the camera quality is very nice.
Tech side, we have Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. Also have the ability to adjust the sound experience. We don't have the full Bowers & Wilkins like you do on some of the larger models, but we can optimize sound for the driver, and the Harman Kardon sound system does sound pretty nice. If you swipe over, you're going to be able to access a variety of other options where you can control some of the alerts, start, stop, park in, park out. There's a slight learning curve to the system. All of the major menus are easy to use, but when you get into some of the smaller menus, it will be a little tougher to find those options while you're driving. You also have a variety of apps that you can connect to.
Thanks for joining me to check out the interior of the 2020 Volvo XC40 and some of the cool tech features. You can find out more over at GottaBeMobile.com. If you found this video useful, please don't forget to like, leave a comment, and let us know any questions you have, and have a great day.